Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a fairly simple set. I removed my last set, which was the blue winter set, and I'm replacing them with a pink and white winter set. So I soaked off my previous design. I've done all my prep work, applied tips, and you can see me now just doing a clear layer with crystal glass. So this little pinky finger is going to be a full glitter finger. This is white silver, or silver white silver by SoniaWilliamson. On the swatch video I did before this, I did call it white diamond, and that was wrong. It's white silver, and it's from SoniaWilliamson. And I'm just going to be doing all the pinky finger as a full bling finger in this silver. I'm just picking up a small bead of crystal glass to pick up the glitter, and then just nudging it around the nail, and then here I'm just picking it up with a wet brush and just filling in any gaps that I might have. On this pointer finger I was going to do a glitter fade, and then I changed my mind, so I scooped it off. And then I come in on the middle finger and I'm going to be doing a chevron nail bed. The powder I'm using here is Slush Fairy. Once I've finished nudging this powder around with my brush, getting it even on both sides and getting the walls nice and high, I then go back to the pinky finger and encapsulate it with crystal glass. This is the only finger you see me encapsulate on this video. I decided to cap all the others off camera. I'm just making sure that all the glitter goes matte here. So there was a few bits on the side where it was still shiny, so I just applied a couple of small beads of crystal glass just to make sure that all that glitter was encapsulated, so I don't file it away later. For the rest of the fingers now, I'm just going to be applying Snow White at the tips. These are all going to be ombres, apart from one of them, which is going to be a glitter fade. So I do that by picking up a large bead of Snow White, put it on at where the free edge of my natural nail, and then I just pat the back of the bead out so it's nice and flush with the nail, and I haven't got any harsh line to cover later. And then I just use my brush just to brush it out and smooth it over to get it nice even coverage of the nail. And I do this on the thumb, the pointer finger and the ring finger. So the thumb is going to be an ombre, and I'm using the Slush Fairy just to blend it down. It's my usual technique of ombres, where I put it on the line first and then blend it down, and then the cuticle, and then I just assess the nail and fill in any bits that I think need filling in. Once I'm happy with the nail as it is, I then pick up a tiny bead of crystal glass and dip it into that glitter, and I just tap a little thin line across the nail. I don't want to make this too much coverage, I want to see the nail underneath, so I'm just sort of tapping it in, just making it pleasing to the eye swoosh across the nail. I then pick up one of these little snowflakes, put a bit of crystal glass down, and then put it onto the nail, and then just put a little bit of crystal glass on top, just so I can set it into place, and I will come back and encapsulate these later. So the pointer finger, I'm doing an ombre, but I'm using the glitter for an ombre. So again, I'll pick up a small bead of crystal glass, dip it into the glitter, and I do it exactly the same way as I do a normal ombre, by doing the join line first and then coming back into the cuticle. And I'll just make sure that I've got a nice coverage and everywhere's covered, and then I'll leave that to set. So I just add a little bit of crystal glass, and then I add another little snowflake just where the glitter meets the nail. Then I leave all that to set and encapsulate that later. So the ring finger is just going to be a plain ombre, and I'm going to add one of those little snowflakes on it. So I do build the back of this bead quite high because I don't need to encapsulate the Slush Fairy because it is a core powder. So I make sure I've got the majority of my apex with the Slush Fairy, and then I put the snowflakes further down, so when I come to encapsulate, I only need to encapsulate from where the snowflake is downwards. So then I've encapsulated all those nails off camera, and I've filed in this chevron smile line. I am now going to apply some of the Snow White down the one side of this nail. This is going to be like a colour block nail. So I'm just going to put it up the one side wall and then straighten the edge in line with the smile line chevron. And I do this with my brush just to straighten it all up and just pat it all into place. And while this is setting, you don't see this, I do this off camera, but while this white is setting, I do go off and file all the nails in, all the rest of the nails in, and then come back to this nail. So as you can see, all the other nails now have been filed and buffed, and this is the last bit of the design. I'm just applying a small bead of crystal glass down first, and then I just tap in the little bits of the glitter just to make like a little glitter line down the side. Once I'm happy I've got the coverage that I want, I then cap this last little piece, allow it to set, and then I file and buff this nail. So I went a bit out of shot there, but what I'm doing is I'm just capping that glitter area. The rest of the nail has been built up with Slush Fairy and the Snow White, which is both core powders, so I don't need to cap that bit. They're all being filed and buffed now. I'm just wiping over to remove any last bits of dust and oil or anything that could be left on the nail. I then top coat. This is my CJP top coat. Apply one thin layer and then I put in the lamp for 90 seconds. At this point I had only done one hand, so I like the look of it, so I went and did the other hand, and then I'll be back to show you the full set. So once I've done this hand, I absolutely love this set so much. I think it's probably my favourite to date, to be honest. It's nice and simple, nothing too flashy about it. That's white silver is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice and shiny silver. So this is after I've done the other hand. I'm just going to be finishing it off now with some Naff Stuff cuticle oil in the fragrance of coconut. And this will be the set complete. So as I said, I absolutely love doing this one. It was a nice simple winter set, nice and classy. I think it's just really nice. I think I'll be keeping these on for a few weeks. So thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you would, and feel free to leave me a comment and a thumbs up. I would be very grateful if you do that. And I've left some clips and little videos and that to show you them at the end, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. So for now, bye bye.